You keep busy for nothing. Do you realize that? I say you have thousands of activities which will keep you busy. And just a few minutes back, I was speaking to somebody who told that he has not taken any leave since last 5 months, and tomorrow he will be taking a day off, and so that he will recharge himself, and then he'll be in a position to me talk to me about uh, his restlessness, you know. So when I spoke to him, I asked, the first question I asked was, like, say, this is the question I am asking nowadays to everybody. Just by chance, are you feeling stuck in your professional life as a manager? And you'll be surprised to know that yes, 95% of them at least are feeling stuck. They are not they are busy, and they are kind of handling a lot of things, but they are still stuck. They don't think that this is the life that they have aspired for. Now, what does that mean? That means you, the first and foremost, there may be other reasons, but the first and foremost thing is you are keeping yourself busy. Busy, why? Because you are escaping from something. uh, bec- and what is the obvious reason, what is the obvious instance of escaping from something? What is that? Because you are not able to face the stark reality of uh, having dissociated from your dreams, and every the with passing of every day, that realization that you are kind of way off from your track, your dream track, that sometimes you feel to be helpless to get back to what you really aspire for, right? So I gave him the example of the fish and the elephant, right? If you want the fish to climb the tree, will it be able to do? Similarly, if you ask the elephant to swim the river, or work under the water, will it be able to do? But both of them are proficient in their way, in their spheres, right? If there is something which needed to be done on land, then it is the responsibility of the elephant. And if there is something which needs to be done underwater, then it is the responsibility of the fish. And both of them are proficient in their own space. Suppose you get a colleague tomorrow who is uh, who is from, say, very sick, um, what do you say, very acclaimed background, right? Like, say, he is a IITN and IIM from IIM or something. How do you react? You will feel that person to be more capable then, right? Because you are not doing anything that is very specific to you, and it kind of establishes your identity around what you do. You have been divorced from your actual actual identity since long. So, as a manager, you are bound to take proficient and capable people, right? So, even if a person comes and every day, each with each passing day, you are becoming more experienced. Experienced at what? Experienced at getting more and more entangled with the kind of work which are not significant for you. So if the work you know are insignificant, how can it bring you any significance? Nobody is going to give you the credit for doing insignificant work, which you yourself treat to be insignificant. right? So yes, so nobody, let me write it down. Nobody is, so no significance or insignificant. Let me write it down and put on record so that it will kind of um, ring alarm for you. Now, what do? You have spent 12 years of your life doing this. And why do you start with this at all? Because when you started, when you were a newcomer, you were doing all the additional and supportive work, right? And they also say that a leader is a supportive person. A leader is a supportive person in which he empowers the entire team. It is not getting stuck with insignificant work. So there is a thin line, and we need to know what we are doing. So I asked him, if for 5 months you are not getting a day off, then you have a problem in prioritizing your work, right? And because of that, you are not able to manage your time. Otherwise, you would have delegated your work to people who are there to do it. And where are you? If you are in a strategic level after so much of experience, then are you doing justice to your level? Say, for example, few days back, I at my office told to the senior management that I want to be at field at this moment to get that work executed. So somebody told me it is not at your level that you will be looking after the execution. You have to look at the strategic part. You have to get it done by somebody else who is there for this work, right? And he is so right. Do you resonate with this argument? You should, right? And I also told this person that we, each of us, is born unique, like the fish, like the elephant. They have been unique, but if you put them in a position where they are not equipped to handle that kind of thing, and you evaluate them, assess them on that perspective, then you are doing everything wrong, right? And if you are allowing other people to assess on those parameters, then you are also at the wrong side, and you are equally responsible for whatever you are doing to yourself. As a result, you are frustrated, you are feeling restless, and all other things that can go with this. So, if you are born unique, have you found out how you are unique? What is your unique selling proposition? If you know, you will do all your work around that. 80% of your work should be around that, your proficiency, your unique selling proposition. And other 20% will go around doing all other work. That how you will do that skill of doing, identifying your own central point and always pivoting around that is what resourcefulness is. And influencing other people with your proficiency is what influencing is. So, a leader is a resourceful person, and a leader is one who can influence like say in a significant manner. The more in the more influence that you can make, the the bigger your stature will be, and that is how you will find your identity, right? And you will find your time, your unique time, your own time, because this everybody gets just one lifetime, right? And you deserve to be unique, you deserve to be yourself. And all these things are revolving around around the understanding of four aspects, which is your perceptions, like say how people are perceiving you and you are perceiving people. Maybe you think that the other person is thinking this way or that way about you, while the other person might not at all be thinking about you. So that is a perception you have got and you have developed for yourself. And the moment the other person sees this as your weakness, the person actually tries to manipulate. And as a human being, everybody can sense the weakness of the other, where the emotional weakness is. So you have to be emotionally robust in order to counter those kind of mindsets. Those are initial stage of uh, impression formation, right? So if after say so many years of experience also you are allowing the other person to make some kind of impression for you about you, then do you think you are doing justice to yourself, right? So the problem is where? The problem is in time management in this case. And you have not prioritized your work according to your USP. And this is the first thing. So he agreed. He agreed to it. See, uh, all the managerial parameters are there to tell you more about yourself, all those and so many of them, like say I have written down, like say it is empowering the others, it is about being open, flexible, and looking at things in the same manner, whether it is good, bad, anything. And even if it is a if even if it is a some kind of setback, then also it is seen as an opportunity. All this has nothing to do with your skill or the amount of experience or your the educational qualification. This is all about your mindset. And if you are in a problem and just look at the problem as it is for say 5 seconds or so without getting troubled by the problem itself, then you will see that you are looking at a problem from an external perspective. It is not troubling you again anymore. So this is what resourcefulness is. With a simple example, suppose you are, say, very disturbed today, and you have found a friend who is very calm in front of you. He listens to all your story, and he just gives you some kind of solace, and he tells you something with which you actually again find yourself back. What do you think about this? And if you can be the leader who can do this for other people, then how much dependability you create, right? Like say your it is not actually dependability, it is kind of your credibility being established. So that is all like the art of doing this. First, becoming resourceful yourself, becoming stronger inside, and then looking at all the problems from the perspective of neutrality and also it being as some kind of opportunity, that will make you stand out, right, as a leader. And that is called resourceful influencing. It has so many aspects, but in essence it is just this, that you grow inside, you become stronger inside, and offer help, support, empower others, and empower others to the extent of achieving their potential. That is what a leader is. So when you become a leader, you can have leadership growth, right? When you are not the container which can hold what is being received, then you will not get it. You cannot hold it back, right? So be the the one. which you want to receive from the universe, from from all your surrounding. And this is called resourceful influencing to achieve leadership growth. Hope this helps you, and let me put the Larian dot. This is the link which you need to download. Actually, you go to that link and register yourself for free so that we can discuss more in a free webinar about all this. Maybe this is one aspect of the managerial problem. There can be other aspects also. There can be internal conflict and other issues also, which we can discuss in a webinar, and we can learn from it, and we start our learning from there. Maybe most of your problem get resolved in the webinar itself, but it is very essential for you to register at this link. Link is here. Please register at this link to come to my database and receive further value. Further value, so as to decide whether you are going for this course, whether you will be you will like to be associated with me for long, to know more. And yes, that is how we'll get associated and get more values. And the here, if you like this video, then please like it, and also you can subscribe to my channel so that it becomes a free resource for you to get educated continuously in whatever way. It will not be, of course, structured, because YouTube video, I don't know you, right? At the moment. So when we get associated, we will focus at a particular problem that you are facing. Till that time, YouTube video is like, say, it is part of my market research, and whatever I am knowing, I am just presenting. So go through it. It also will give you a lot of value. And yes, let us start our association in this way, right? And ensure that you register at this uh, link and get to my database. Thank you.